Nature of the roots of quadratic equations. First, let us define discriminant. The value of the expression b squared minus 4ac is called the discriminant of the quadratic equation ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. This value can be used to describe the nature of the roots of a quadratic equation. It can be 0, positive and perfect square, positive but not perfect square, or negative. Let us now determine the nature of the roots, given the discriminant. Discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. If it is 0, then the nature of the roots is real, rational, and equal. If the discriminant is greater than 0 and a perfect square, then the nature of the roots is real, rational, and unequal. Another is if the discriminant is greater than 0 but not perfect square, then the nature of the roots is real, irrational, and unequal. And lastly, if the discriminant is less than 0 or negative numbers, then the roots are not real. Example 1, x squared minus 2x plus 1 equals 0. So write first the equation in standard form and then identify the values of a, b, and c. In this example, a is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 2, and c is equal to 1. And then compute the discriminant. The formula to get the discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. So the value of b is negative 2. Negative 2 is squared minus 4 times the value of a, which is 1, and times the value of c, which is 1. And then negative 2 is squared is 4. Then negative 4 times 1 is negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. That's why we have 4 minus 4. And that is equal to 0. So if the discriminant is 0, therefore, we can say that the roots are real, rational, and equal. So, meaning, there is only one root dahil equal nga yung root. Example 2, 3x squared minus x minus 2 equals 0. Again, kailangan naka-standard form bago kunin ang a, b, and c. So, naka-standard form na po yung given. So, a is 3, b is negative 1, and c is negative 2. Compute the discriminant. And the value of discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. Substitute, b is negative 1 squared minus 4 times a, which is 3, times c, which is negative 2. So, negative 1 squared is positive 1. Yung negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. Negative 12 times negative 2 is positive 24. And 1 plus 24 is 25. Dahil yung na-compute nating discriminant ay perfect square number at positive po siya greater than 0, kapag perfect square number, ang roots, nature of the roots ay the roots are real, rational, and unequal. Example 3, x squared minus 6x plus 7 equals 0. Since naka-standard form na po ito, identify the value of a, b, and c. So, a is 1, b is negative 6, and c is 7. In the discriminant formula, b squared minus 4ac, we have negative 6 squared minus 4 times 1 times 7. And negative 6 squared is 36. Yung negative 4 times 1 is negative 4 times 7 is negative 28. Kaya nagkaroon tayo dito ng 36 minus 28. And if we subtract, the answer is 8. Dahil yung 8 ay greater than 0 but not perfect square. Pag sinabing not perfect square, wala siyang exact square root. So, ano yung magiging nature of the roots? The nature of the roots is the roots are real, irrational, and unequal. So, irrational po kapag not perfect square ang discriminant. Example 4x squared minus 4x plus 5 equals 0. Naka-standard form na, kaya ang a ay 1, ang b ay negative 4, at ang c ay positive 5. Computing the discriminant b squared minus 4ac, substitute the values. Ang b ay negative 4 and then squared, minus, bring down yung 4, times a na 1, times c na 5. And then, yung negative 4 squared ay 16, Then, yung pag i-multiply natin ito, sama natin yung minus sign as negative sign ng 4. So, negative 4 times 1 is negative 4 times 5 is negative 20. That's why 16 minus 20. So, if we subtract 16 minus 20, that is negative 4. Once the answer for the discriminant is negative number, that is less than 0, ang nature of the roots ay the roots are not real. Kahit perfect square man yan or hindi, basta negative ang discriminant. Automatic, the roots are not real or ito yung tinatawag nating imaginary roots.